Hey friends, Mr. Tyler Larson here. Ready to write a song? Me too, but first we've got some administrative stuff that we've got to take care of. This stuff is so important that I will not work with other songwriters that don't have this stuff taken care of. If you're a musician, songwriter, composer, chances are good that you've heard about performance rights organizations, or PROs. But what are they, and why are they so important? What we're going to do today is we're going to break that down into simple terms to set you up for success in the music industry. PROs, like ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC in the United States, are organizations that ensure that songwriters and publishers get paid when their music gets played publicly. These venues include TV shows, streaming, live shows, and even restaurants and stores. International radio stations too. Not in the United States though. Fun fact, or not so fun fact for we musicians, artists that get played on the radio in the United States do not get paid royalties for that. Bum deal, right? Imagine this. You write an amazing song and it starts getting played in coffee shops, and then it gets picked up by a TV show. How in the world does the artist get paid for that? That's where PROs come in. They keep track of when your song gets played and where your song gets played, and they collect royalties on your behalf. Without a PRO, you would have to track every single time your music gets played, whether that's in a concert hall or that's on a streaming service. This is virtually impossible. PROs do all the heavy lifting for you, ensuring that you get compensated for your work. They also make sure venues, broadcasters, and businesses that are playing your music have the proper licenses. Essentially, PROs are connecting the dots between the use of your music and the royalties you deserve. Now, here's a critical point that many musicians overlook. When you're choosing a PRO and you're ready to register, you need to register both as a songwriter and as a publisher. Why? Because your royalty payouts are split into two different parts. The songwriter's share, this is your personal cut as the creator of the music, and the publisher's share, this goes to whoever controls the rights of the song. If you don't register as a publisher, you're leaving that money on the table. For independent artists, being your own publisher means that you are in full control of your music and you are capturing 100% of those royalties. So why should you sign up now? Music royalties aren't just about what you're making today. They're about building a sustainable career for your future. Your music could be played years down the line, generating passive income as it gains exposure. By registering with a PRO as a songwriter and as a publisher, you are securing every dollar that your music earns. Not to mention, if you find yourself collaborating with other songwriters and other producers, having your registrations in order ensures smooth royalty splits, which will avoid any potential disputes down the road. Remember earlier when I said I won't even work with songwriters anymore that don't have this stuff set up? That's why we are avoiding potential disputes down the road. Getting started is much easier than you might think. Here's what you need to do. Step 1, research the PROs. In the United States, we have 3 PRO options. We have ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC. CSAC is invite only, so we're going to take that one out. So when you're doing your research, really focus on ASCAP and BMI. And whichever one you decide, just make sure that it fits your music needs. I was an ASCAP artist for years, and then my musical needs and my artistic vision shifted immensely, and I ended up moving my entire catalog from ASCAP over to BMI. And this took a long time. It took a calendar year. So this is a big choice that you're making. So really be diligent in your research, all right? Step 2, once you've decided on either ASCAP or BMI, it's time to create an account. Both websites are very similar. You find where it says music creators, and then you just say, join now. And it's very intuitive. It'll ask you if you want to join as a songwriter or as a publisher. And I think ASCAP even recently added an option of join as a songwriter and a publisher. just all in one. Typically for the publisher account, there is a one-time fee. It's a pretty small fee. It is only one time. But man, it is going to be worth it as you start adding your songs, just to not have to worry about this. Remember, you don't want to leave any of those royalties on the table. Step 3, register your songs to ensure that everything's getting tracked. Once you get that confirmation email saying that your songwriter profile is set up and that your publisher profile is set up, it's time to start registering your songs under both. Don't forget to do both, all right? And I'm not just talking about released stuff here. I'm talking about everything. If it is finished, it needs to get registered. This is making your own luck for the future. So if somebody wants to use an unreleased track of yours, you can just turn around and say, yes, everything's ready to go, and you can move on to the next step. This is making you an easier person to work with down the line. Remember, registering with a PRO is one of the most important steps that you will take in your music career. It's your gateway to earning royalties and protecting your creative work. Don't wait until your music's already out in the world. Get started today and set yourself up for success. If you have any other questions about PROs or music royalties, please drop them in the comments below. Let's keep this conversation going and help each other navigate this exciting industry. If you found this video to be helpful, I want to invite you to join our community by hitting that subscribe button. We're going to be making a lot of music on this channel, and we are just getting started. Until next time, my friends.